I mean, I don't have a problem asking questions about it. I mean, that is correct, Heather. But like Ruth said, I'm trying to separate myself so the way I'm not getting wrapped up. I am Rebecca's best friend. Good morning. Please go share my live. Um, if you're not following, go follow. Um, April, to answer that question, me and Paige haven't talked in a long while. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta turn off my fan. Oh, sorry about that. I don't like my fan interfering with my live. Well, no, yeah, I'm still on live. Uh, no, any new updates as of right now. Um, no. That family has left me alone since I separated myself from the situation. There is no latest on Becca. Like I've been saying, hopefully, um, probably 10:30 this morning. Brittany, I'm just a family friend. I dated Kimberly. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the hearts. If anybody would like to go up on the panel this morning, you're more welcome to. It's possibility, yes, but I've been trying to exclude myself from the situation. Um, thank you. Um, I mean, I'm just trying to get my life under control. Good morning. I'm hoping, like I've been saying, I'm just getting my morning started. Got up about 7:20, 7:25. My kiddo's at school too, so I mean, she's got early on school this morning. No, I'm actually, well, I wouldn't say, am I employed? Yeah, I am. I have two different other jobs. I know. I saw the live yesterday. It um I don't hang out with Rich, and I work construction, and I work another job. Um it I want to say yes, but yeah, seasonal worker. Yeah. What do I think that happened? Honestly, my opinion, my own belief, I think Rich did it. I really do. Yes, there is a search team going out at 10:30. Yes. Yes, I believe that Rich did it. Well, let's just say that Rich is known for abuser. They yeah, they are meeting at Myers today. Um so Rich is known for abuser. Him and Becca have not had a good relationship. I do know it's going to be off of 30 and a half road, off of 21 and a half road as well. Yes, it's in Cadillac. Well, Rich is a convicted felon. He had a, you know, yeah, they're going to do a search on the mom's property as well. Yes, she was. What shoe? I didn't know there was a shoe that was found. Shayna, I don't think that the family is joining. I don't think. That's new to me. I didn't know there was an abandoned vehicle, and I didn't know there was a shoe found. I would like to know where that was posted as well. Like, I mean, if you would like to, you can come up on the panel. Um, I mean, I can try. Um, I mean, it's a lot better than what happened last night. Honestly, I'm fine. Nobody knows exactly where I'm located. I had to leave for my own safety. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right.
I'm not trying to push you. I just wanted to say, if in fact you do join the search today at 10:30, perhaps if they would allow, if you would go live during that, that might be some decent content that people would be interested in. I mean, people are devastated and dying to know where this mother and this baby are. And if there is a search today, I would like to think that as many people in the area could go and show up. There has been several people in the comments stating they're within 2 hours from you guys. They would be willing to help this, that, and the other. I just think we really need to use the resources that want to help. And I encourage you, if you truly care about Rebecca, to join the search team and help. Please, I'm begging you.
For Allie, I have received some, but not a lot. But like I said, I had to leave for my own safety.
Okay, in regards to that, you need to be careful what you're saying on here because I don't want you to get in trouble. But if that has in fact happened to you, I would encourage you to report that to the proper authority. That's not okay. And you need to
Oh,
save
I,
proof.
I've shown all the text messages towards the police officer
So
that was
you
yesterday.
are in contact with an officer.
I was yesterday, and I showed him all the text messages that was coming from one of Courtney's family members.
Can I ask you this? Is that officer that you were in contact with regarding this, are they working this case?
I don't know if they're working this case, but they had an officer come out over at my parents' house, and they wanted to see the screenshots. And
So you let me see if I understand. You called and reported you were getting threats and they came out to see the evidence and take the report. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Okay. Was any other information given to you at that time?
No,
Okay.
I mean they did ask me how I was related to the Rebecca case, and I
Mhm.
told them about it.
And will you clarify for us again? Is it that you were her sister's ex boyfriend?
That is correct.
Okay. Do you know who's organizing this search today?
Um,
Is it what mom refers to as the SRT, the search team?
I don't know who's doing the search today, but I do know that I'm going out at 10:30.
All right. Can I ask? Don't take this as me being ugly, but how do you know if you don't know who's doing it? Like who? How'd you find out there's a search at 10:30 so that the general public could find out as well?
Um, it's on 9 and 10 news.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay, and it's an organized search team, and it's on 9 and 10 News in Michigan, and it's at 10:30, and they're meeting at the Myers again. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I said that on here in case anyone is in that area that they can help. There were several people that were willing to help.
Right, and the community is coming together to help. And I know for a fact that the mom's probably not watching, but she might be watching. But I can tell you, guarantee that with her having an amputee leg, she hasn't been outside to help. I can tell you that.
Okay, and I'm not trying to make you answer for her, but I heard her last night on your panel state that she was out with them for 2 hours yesterday. Is that not true?
Oh, I'm pretty sure she was with other people, but she wasn't with the search party.
Okay. Can I ask you something else? I know you said now you're creating distance from them.
Correct.
Did this happen? Okay, so last night, if I remember correctly, she came on yours and said some information, and then y'all ended, and then you came back on. And so, is it after that live you stopped communicating with her, or
That was right after the live. Yes.
okay? Do you feel like it telling us why, or would you rather keep that to yourself, or
Because her husband is known to threaten me before, and the guy that she, so there's a guy that my ex is dating who's also in prison, who is also a SO. He and Brad have threatened me in the past.
okay? But like y'all were fine in the beginning, and then you finally decided to back off. So was he being nice maybe in the beginning, and now not being nice? I guess I'm trying to understand because you and the mom seemed awfully close.
I mean, when I was dating the daughter, we were close, but since I separated myself from that family, only due to my safety and the fact that I have been harmed, uh, I just I separated myself from that situation.
I'm not disagreeing with your decision. I was just trying to understand. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Do you know if there is a flyer or anything that we could post onto stories or something in regards to that search today, so as many people know as soon as possible about it? I think that's beneficial at this point.
I do know that there is a post on Facebook.
Okay. Since you know the family and stuff, would you be willing to like post that to your story or something just to try and get it out there more? Or could you share it to your TikTok story so that
Yeah, I could definitely share it.
I would encourage that so that people know when and where that search has taken place because I don't think there's much out there publicly for the general public to find.
Right. April, yes, I will be there at the search today.
I can't think of anything else I want to ask you right now, but I wanted to personally thank you and tell you thank you if you go to that search today. That I personally thank you for taking the time out of your day to go help and look for her. It would mean the world.
Oh, no problem. I would do it for any of my other friends. Hello, hello. I see I got somebody in the panel, but they're being quiet.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm trying to think how to ask. Like I'm not coming to
I am done talking
attack
about.
you.
Go ahead.
I'm not attacking you I mean, you're kind of intertwined and you're getting all kinds of things you don't deserve just because you know these people. Um just Becca was your friend, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you personally know everyone involved. So your main worry is Rich. You think that's pretty much the direction any of this is going. Do you think Becca is okay or do you think she's probably hurt,
Honestly, knowing Rich, I'm pretty sure she's hurt.
including the baby?
Yes.
That's heartbreaking. Why wouldn't mom want to join the search?
Honestly, that is a good question for her.
Has she had like a loving mom-daughter relationship with Becca or not to your knowledge?
Um, no, she has not.
See, that's
Um,
sad.
her daughter was in foster care. In and out of foster care.
Okay, gotcha. Are Kimmy and Becca close or not like sisters should be?
Oh, they are super close.
Okay. Well, it's just heartbreaking. I mean, we have a mom and a baby missing, and this just seems to be a huge mess. Are you gonna go live when you go to the search or no?
I am definitely a girl. I'm going live.
Okay, because we'll be here. I mean, yeah, even though we're not there per se, we're here. I'm sure we would love to kind of see it and send our prayers and just kind of be there with you at the search. Even though we can't physically help, we can help if that makes any sense.
Sophia, I don't know if it was out of jealousy. April, yes, I do talk to Kimberly regularly, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good. I'm sorry everybody's going through all this, and my prayers are with your main suspect,
Rich, yes.
Rich. Yeah, baby daddy is what I'm calling him. My thing is though, if everybody thinks that's the scenario that Rich was this, Rich is this such a bad person and this and this and this, why would sister and mother run her phone to him?
That's a good
Why would that
question.
phone have to go straight to him?
That is a good question. So the way they could see who she was last texting.
But Courtney said that the Kimmy had all that. And why not message him since she messaged him and called him? Why not say, "Hey, what's this code? I found her phone." And then open it up right then and there. Cuz like, if my daughter, I'm putting my feet in the shoes and my kid's missing. And if I'm having some type of feelings about this guy because she said that there's a lot of problems with that dude, she said with her own mouth. But I wouldn't run her phone and let him have it for 12 hours. And then I think we caught Kimmy in a lie yesterday about that.
Honestly, I want to personally think that my ex isn't involved, but with how it's looking, I can't rule her out.
Yeah, because didn't she hide her before?
She
You said the
has, but
sisters
not
haven't hit her
long.
before? Yeah, what I've gathered from listening to this for the last few days is that there's been a pattern for a while now. But I still can't get over everybody having feelings about this baby daddy, but they ran right to him.
Well, Rich is known not only for a user,
They're
but
all
he
users, though, right? You can't just single him out, right? Are they all users? Don't they all use?
um my
I'm a,
ex does not use.
I'm a recovering addict with 19 years clean, by the way. We do recover. People do recover and change.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Try out new things. I think everybody's scared of Rich. This is just my opinion, but I think he's the ringleader, right?
So scared of him, so they're so scared they ran her phone to him, right?
Yeah, because I feel like he's the one that has most power.
Why not run to the cops? Why not, as soon as you found that phone, call the police?
I mean, that's what I
That's
would do,
hindering
but
that's then currently hindering an investigation and
right,
trying to find somebody.
right.
In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, they may have ran the phone to him because they want to get into that phone because they have something to hide. And again, alleged, I'm not saying for sure, but they might have, there may be something in that phone that points to them.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Who's
smart
ever
enough to know
speaker
that.
that or who's ever mic that is? Can you go on mute?
Yeah, their back noise was a little loud. Here's the thing. Have something on them for the Uggs. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but I think I'm a little smart enough to know if I have a phone and I delete shit and the cops get my phone, they're gonna get everything off the phone. So that
Exactly.
don't make anybody look good deleting shit from the victim's phone. The victim's phone was found. And I asked this question too. When that car left with her, did it go to the right or to the left? I don't know the roadway. So was that phone found on the passenger side of the car or the driver's side of the car? Do you know what I mean? So did the passenger throw that phone out? Did the driver throw that phone out? Or was the girl running and dropped her phone? Or did they just have the phone the whole time?
Honestly, that is a very good question. I mean, to my opinion, I think somebody threw it outside the window when allegedly that somebody got into the vehicle. And that's my own opinion.
Longer. Because I thought the phone got returned into the police the day it was found, and then something said it was handed over the next day. So to me, why does the mom not like Paige? I thought Paige and Rebecca were really good friends. I don't. Does,
Paige and her mom have not had a good relationship.
you mean Courtney? Paige and Courtney? They don't. That's who we're talking about. Rebecca's mom
Correct.
and her. Because that's a small community. So pretty much everybody knows everybody. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, I don't think that neither. And
I
I'm
think there's a lot of lies and they're trying to cover everything up and they're not doing a very good job.
not a very good job at all. Not a very good job at
And
all.
honestly, I'm
We're
glad they're not
scrambling.
doing a very good job because I hope this will help find Becca and the baby.
Heidi, I'm only asking questions from people. That is it. I'm not getting myself involved with it.
Oh, you're in deep, buddy. You're in deep. People. That's what happens when you go on TikTok, and I don't people realize that. Like when you're pretty new to TikTok, you've been going live for a little while.
I have for like maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're every. If they're not watching this one, they're watching Steph's cases. They're watching Nicole. They're watching you. They're you're.
Yeah, you got
That's
to
why
be
we have
careful.
120 people in this live right now. Hmm. So you're
So
you're
I,
in it
I
pretty
just
deep.
want to clarify, I did not mean that in like a disrespectful way, but I know how you had left offline yesterday, and obviously, I don't know you, but I care about anybody's safety. And from the threats that I was hearing that you were receiving, I guess it just doesn't make sense to me, because even if you're just asking questions, obviously everybody knows right now, especially as a local to the community, you and I both are, everything is speculation because nobody believes anything that comes out of Courtney's mouth, rightfully so. And I understand that there's a shit ton of people, half of the nation wants to find out about Becca, and I'm not saying it can't be talked about, but you specifically, because you have those close connections to the family and because you were getting threatened by all of them yesterday, I just don't know if it's very smart for you to continue to come on here, even if half the time the topic isn't about them, but the moment it's brought up about them, it might be wise for you to shut it down and say, go find another live that, is talking about it, because there's many of them, just out of your safety.
Who some people are threatening you? What threatened? What was the threat?
Oh, they know where I live. They're not afraid to come here, and there was a bunch that was said.
I understand that they're trying to shut him up, but at the same time, if it was me and they don't know me at all. Yeah, I live locally to them, but they don't know me. If they were threatening me for the safety of my children, 100% I would stop talking. Obviously, I don't think he has any children, but if he's getting threats and they're threatening his life at this point, from what it sounds like, or whether they're empty or not, it's probably not a good idea to do all this and just send it over to the police and let them handle it.
It was probably not a good idea to do any of this talking. Like a
Well,
lot of it, like a
and the
lot. It's
crazy
been.
thing is that the only reason they're doing this is because, unfortunately, and I don't mean this again, I don't mean this in a rude way, but unfortunately, he hasn't been playing both sides between Rich and Courtney. But when Courtney's not in a live up on panel with him, he will allow people to speak their piece about how they feel about Courtney in this situation. But when Courtney's up here, the moment that somebody disagrees with her, he boots them. And now Courtney's realizing she's not getting that anymore from him. And so it's just making things worse for him.
Yeah,
But I
yeah. I
also
mean, you
think
have
that
been. Look, I've been watching you. I know you don't know me, and I don't know you, but I've been watching for a little bit. And at first, yeah, you was being one-sided. People were saying stuff down in the chat. People were upset that they were getting muted for legit questions, and you got overwhelmed. I'm sure you did because you had, the mama here. So, but
Well, the mom can't watch my lives because I have all that family blocked. So
Yeah, I would definitely not let her on panel anymore.
And I also would be careful about
But
your mods.
knowing them,
listen,
Courtney already has 100 different Facebook pages. So I would not put it past any of them to have another TikTok account.
So may I ask, please, because I did go to sleep early last night because this is just this case has been wild for me, and a little triggering as far as old stuff with my past. But so it's, I don't want to know how to say this. She's still missing, right?
Yes.
my best
There's
knowledge,
no
yes.
like last
Yeah.
night there was a whole little episode with the mom and the sister crying and everybody was up and work.
Yes.
I had to unplug for a little bit.
She's still
There's
missing.
no
There was never a
confirmation of
recovery team
anything.
sent out, and there's nothing about them now looking for a deceased person, as she said.
Yeah,
There's
that
no
she should have
confirmation
never
of any of
worded it
that.
like that.
And she came out and said that there ended up being no recovery team that went out there.
Look at her with her hand up. You're so polite. Go ahead.
I don't want you to answer me, Brandon. Brendan, I do not want you to answer me physically, verbally, or typing it out. I just want you to think about this. Are you going live? Are you going live continuously because you think that if you are live, there are eyes on you and it makes you feel safer? Because if that is the case, I I would much prefer see you in someone else's live on camera than you be hosting. Because if you're the host, people are going to get angry with you if you are not allowing them in your boxes. If that's the case, I have insomnia. I don't sleep. I will I will open up my boxes. I will host. I have no skin in the game other than the fact that I am a stranger who genuinely is invested in the story because I am a mom of four boys myself and I want this young lady and her baby found. I will host. I will open up the boxes. I will not let any bullshit happen in my life. And if you want a safe place to be seen so that you feel like you have eyes on you at all times, I will offer that up. That don't answer me because I don't want people who might be watching on the outside to know if that is why you are going live constantly. But if it is, you definitely do not be the host. You need to be in somebody else's live. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand what you're saying.
Okay, that's all I wanted to put out there. All right. You guys have a lovely day. I'm going to be bouncing in and out of everybody's lives just to be checking on people, checking to see if everybody's okay, and of course, to hear the latest updates. So, prayers to everybody who's involved. Please keep your sanity and your wits about you.
Okay, one.
Thank you, Treble. Trust, you really need to take care of your mental health, and if you're not safe, please reach out to Wexford County to let them know that you do not feel safe. You have kids at home with you.
I do. So yesterday I had the Rockford County come out yesterday to read the text messages. Um, and so I'm over at my aunt's house.
Oh, good. Well, don't say that. Don't say that much, hon. Not on here.
Yeah,
Because no matter what, at the end of the day, they have 20 million accounts, create new ones. Everyone on all sides is doing it. Don't give out too much info on here.
before all this, knowing all these people and all the scenario and whatnot, did you ever feel unsafe around them before?
Yes,
And yeah,
absolutely
somebody down in chat
100%.
said you're probably being recorded. You're being recorded by a lot of people. You're being recorded by a lot of people. You're probably over at probably this whole thing. You're in the spotlight. So with the spotlight comes heat. And the only way to not be in the spotlight and feel that heat is to step to the side for a little bit. But I get why people go live. It's feeling a connection, finding your peeps, right?
Well, the only reason why I'm going live is so the way I can make better friends for myself. Because if I surround myself with better people,
Well, you're gonna learn a lot of lessons on here. A lot of people will be your friend up in your face, and then they'd be nice to you just to get in. And if you're not, yeah. Well,
Listen to
nice
her.
to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Here, let me put my face on, because hold on. And a lot of lessons to be learned on this app for sure.
that
Don't
Amen.
is
think
true.
everybody's your friend up on here, because right now, you got a lot of people probably coming at you up in your DMs, and I won't be DMing you. I'll come here and talk to you if I want to say hi.
All right. Well, you have a great one.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust anyone, to be honest with you.
Nope.
Not even the people that were in my real world with some of the stuff that's going on. Read between the lines on some of the shit.
Well, even though that I didn't know who Truth Mouse was, she's kind of the only person with Lexi. Those are the kind of the only two people that I do trust. So,
And I'm sorry I came in asking the questions I was asking. My main thing through listening to all this, there's a few points, but the phone thing got really, really jammed up.
well, that's
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna be open and honest. I've been saying it, but I feel like people ignore it. Anytime Courtney or Rich pops in, I hit screen record and I do send it to Wexford County. Their email is wpso@wexfordcounty.org for anyone else that wants to help with that.
Is there another search party being organized? I know I been on the Facebook, and I know there was one. Was there one done or two?
There is. Well, the community is going out to search this morning at 10:30.
Okay. Okay.
So I have a
That's
question. Hey guys, I have a question for Truth Mouse. So in your messages, you said you were traveling and you just got back from Florida, and you're talking about searching. Why are you going all the way to a whole nother state?
Because I live in Florida.
I'm
I
just
moved to
wondering.
Florida 3 years ago. I go back and forth to Michigan and Florida. Michigan is my home. That's where
Uh-huh.
all my family and stuff are. I wasn't supposed to come back to Michigan again until December. Then, with this going on and finding out while I was at work, I immediately drove up there. Didn't even bother with plane ticket. Went to help with search efforts. Did some research. Had to debunk a lot of stuff because my trauma even got exposed on here as if it was part of it when it happened when I was only 12 years old. And then I had to come back home because, again, I work, I have a life here in Florida, and get things taken care of with work. I will be back up there. I didn't leave until Saturday morning.
Miles. Are you the one that said that the person who was sorry, Sophie, I didn't mean to jump ahead of you. Are you the one that said that the person who put up the reward doesn't have it covered?
No, what I said is that all we know is that she went on a live and flashed stacks of cash. My advice to her, for just in case she was listening, is to place that money so people believe it's real. If it is real, to place it with the sheriffs, not herself. To either do it like a money order or in a trust. But it shouldn't stay in her possession if it really is reward money.
Yeah, because that was on a private flyer, not a police flyer, right? So, because when a police offer the reward, that's secure. I would assume.
Yes, when the police offers reward, it's through something up there. It's through something called silent observers. But unfortunately, with that government shutdown that recently ended this past couple of days, woohoo! I finally get paid. Anyway, sorry, but with that, they can't offer rewards right now. They can't offer extra resources. So it was nice that Mel had decided to try to do that, but she needs to try to do it in the correct way. So I had offered up. It wasn't $12,000. I had offered up $750 until she said, "No, put it back. I got 12,000." That's where all of that came from.
Thank you for clearing that up.
No problem.
So I have kids, so I'm sorry the TV's on. But why? What is in Florida that you keep going to? Do you have like a vacation house, or why do you keep going just to Florida?
Because I work here.
Oh, so okay, gotcha. So you work there, and then you come back to.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not disclosing where I work. There's already been issues because of that. So
Question. Do you know Rich on a
yes,
different level?
I've I
Different level.
I know Rich on several different things.
Have you ever been in a relationship with him?
Oh, hell no. We share the same last name.
Oh, you have the same last name. Gotcha. Okay, sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah, but,
Gotcha.
yeah, but didn't he just send you an inappropriate message?
Yes.
Yes, I
Back
don't
in
think
So,
that
August.
fucking
Okay, wait, let
matters.
me clear
wait.
that up. Let me clear
So,
that
are
up.
you his cousin
Let me clear
Sorry,
that
my
up.
fault.
or
Can you
sister?
guys, I'm more than happy to clear this up. That message was something even me and Becca had a conversation about over the phone through text messages, and I showed people that. That was not recent. That was not recent, and he didn't get away with it. It was August 12th. When I went up July 4th and stayed in Michigan till August 15th, and I was pissed that he sent that message, and I made sure everybody knew that he sent that message and he was acting out again.
He was acting out again?
Being a
So you have known this guy for like quite a long time then, right? So you know his past, right? Are you related? You're
Yeah,
kind
you're
of.
related to him. You're
I
his.
am,
You're his sister.
I am not his sister, no. Sorry.
Cousin.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm.
You know what, Rebecca? Rebecca, if you're listening, I pray that you get far away. If you are safe, I hope you're safe.
So why is he
Acting
sending
out
But what you guys
again.
inappropriate?
don't
I can't believe that
understand.
was just said. Wild.
So why is he sending you inappropriate things if you're his cousin?
We sent one to Paige too.
Right, but that's not his cousin. This is that. That's his cousin.
Okay, please go to the latest video on my page. No one follow me, no one like it. Just look at it and it'll explain that that is not something that I was for or wanted.
No,
I
I
just.
girl, I never said that,
I'm just
and I
letting
would
you
never
guys know
assume
that.
that.
Okay, if you guys want to get real about it, I was his first victim when I was a little kid.
Oh
And people are
Lord.
reposting it, and missing explorers are reposting it. Sealed files that we're not even supposed to be educated about.
Are you the why he's on the list?
Yes.
Hon. Listen, I didn't. I'm sorry if you thought that I made you feel like you wanted that, and you know what I'm saying. That was not what I was. Don't ever think that you asked for that. Okay?
Yes, if you even read, he had been sending messages and having conversations with himself throughout that whole thing without me ever responding. But he was sober for a while, and unfortunately for me, became friends with the father of my kids. So I got to know Becca, and Becca and me got really close because both of us have shitty bio moms. I was the weirdo Christian that tried to lead her down a good path, but people fight against that really hard.
You tried leading Rebecca down the right path.
Yeah,
Did you steer her away from him? Is that what you were trying to do?
I did try to do that because
Why?
I
Yeah,
witnessed
April. I don't know,
something.
April.
I witnessed something when I went up for my last visit, and it burned my heart alive. But when people don't want help, they don't want help.
So this really is
Mom,
a
they
like family
landed
affair.
some to him.
It
Oh,
really
sorry.
is a family affair, and everybody's been pulled into it.
Yeah, like I feel like everyone's sleeping with everybody. Rich, why is everybody scared of Rich? Is he this big buff dude like that kills
I'm
people?
not scared of Rich.
Like I just
I'm
don't
not
get.
scared of Rich. I just choose to be careful and protect myself.
So people are letting him just like.
On social media, I won't expose myself, but the cops know everything when it pertains to
You
me.
just basically did, though, hun. Like 15
Yeah.
minutes ago with what you just told us. You just did. You told us something that you blurred. Yeah,
I
you
just.
just did. You already have. And that, and I
So
ain't got no words right now.
so another question for you, Truth Mouse. Is he the main ringleader for Rugs? Can you let me? Can you say anything about that?
The main ringleader for the rugs is Scott Bozak.
It's what? Sorry.
Scott Bozak, and he is in jail right now.
I've heard of that name. Okay. So why? for example, everyone goes to Rich. Why, like handing the phone, doing this, that? Is it because they're? I, to me, it seems like they're scared of him, or they want their approval for everyone to be good with Rich and all that. So nothing happens. I don't know why he has that power.
Does he have like something over everybody
Yeah,
that they're worried about?
yeah.
That I'm not sure of. I've been trying to figure it out myself.
I mean, you're probably the closest with him because you're his cousin. Am I correct? Or who's
Well,
closest to
that's
him?
where it gets crazy. Is I've
Huh.
remained friendly, but I have been honest with them, whether they want to hear it or not. I remain friendly because at some point somebody's going to talk too much.
Sophie, honey, you gotta mute when she goes.
Somebody's going to talk too much.
Sophie, honey, you gotta mute when she goes to talk. There's an echo or something. Sorry, hon.
Yes, Scott Bozak is who we all call Caveman. But I wish I could answer that question, but that has been my main goal, is to get them to talk too much. And I've told them that too. If they don't want to listen to me say that sentence, that's a them problem. I want them to talk too much. And again, I will remain the person that will answer questions I can answer, but I'm not going to pretend I have answers to things I don't.
It's. I think what's wrong is you're recording, so it's. I don't know.
I recorded with certain things like when people are sent in.
Are you a moderator of this live? If you're a moderator of this live, you could get his downloads.
I'm a moderator, but all I do is like 1 minute, 5 minute timeouts.
People in the comments. People in the comments are saying that Scott is not Caveman. Scott is Rocket. Caveman is Mike.
It was Scott, but maybe they do have separate, but there are about 8 people within the ring, and there is one guy that is still out there where they were rated.
Mimi, I ain't gonna lie, I thought the same thing. Mimi, I ain't gonna lie, I thought the same thing. That was the very first thing I thought, damn.
And I'm sorry, the comments are moving too fast for me to keep up. So if there are questions, I
It
don't
was
mind
directed to
answering what I
you.
can.
It was directed to you. It was directed at you taking these travels back and forth. You got a lot of people that have their own backgrounds and whatnot, but you traveling back and forth had piqued somebody's interest.
Sorry.
You were happy that the government's open because of your job. So if you're working for the government, is that you're just traveling back and
No,
forth?
no, what I was saying is that somebody in the house that they wanted the location of works for the government. That's what I was saying. Someone in the house that they wanted to go look at works for the government, isn't involved in this, and my kids are there, so stay away, please.
I'm listening.
I'm just I can't get past the fact. Okay, and here's me. Okay, let me. Somebody did something bad to me a long time ago. I don't want nobody that I care near that person.
I don't either. That's how everyone ended up with that message. It was back in August when I received it. I made sure everyone in the family received it and knew that I wanted all of the children to stay away.
But you said
Edited it and took dates out and stuff so that it was like, okay, this is the reality of what actually happened. We need to focus on Becca. And I said, you guys can go look at it. I have even where me and Becca had a conversation about that message I received.
why. Here's my thing. I'm surprised that the state police ain't involved. Being he history, especially with you and then somebody else and now her. There's a pattern here. There's a pattern, and people are missing the pattern, and that'll man, I'm praying for this girl big time. Man, man.
So why are you recording? Another question. Why are you
I'm not
recording?
recording right now, just to let y'all know. I can even pull out my other phone and show anybody that wants to see.
I
But
mean, I'm just asking a question. Um, why are you recording? Why are you recording certain bits when the police and everybody know kind of what's going on? You know.
because what if they don't? What if nobody's reporting? What if nobody's opening their mouth? What if nobody's pushing it to be taken seriously? What if nobody's speaking up for her?
Trust me, people are recording. Some Becky Lynn had a question down in chat. I'm trying to keep up with the chat too. I have a question. How many people involved in this case are registered? Well, from what I've gathered, and I asked somebody if it was if it's correct, and then
What roommate? Only family lives in that house.
so it had a roommate. I don't know the person's name. There's a diagram out there. There's a
Yeah,
roommate.
he's not a roommate. He's his nephew.
He's a family member.
Yes.
Oh wow. Um, holy shit. And then you got Paige's mom and person.
Yes.
Did somebody just laugh? And then you have going off of the top one was, I'm trying to my memory because I don't have it in front of me. Brad is not.
Brad is.
What?
Brad's an SO.
Oh my god. You know what? Hold on a minute.
So
It's what
you
I
know
mean by
a lot of these people. Am I correct? You know pretty
yeah.
much the whole circle.
I know a lot of the circle. I separated my
What?
name from them a long time ago, but this has definitely pulled me into a dark place. But at this point in time, no. Coffee. Lots of coffee. Drinking a coffee right now.
Can I ask a question? How did was you trying to steer her Rebecca on the right path?
One of the ways is when I noticed that there was a lot of usage going on again. I kept talking to her about it and telling her and offering her to leave with me. She never wanted to do that. I let that go. She said that she had gotten sober, that she was doing better. And then when I went up in July, that was not the case. They had asked me to give them a ride to the store, and I wanted to take Becca shopping for baby clothes. And that abruptly ended because they were doing things and trying to get in the backseat of my car at the same time. And no, I got angry, told them that I was very ashamed of them, and and that's not what you bring a baby into.
Well, I have another question. Do you think Courtney? It's a really bad echo. I don't know. I'm not recording, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Um, do you think Courtney? This all is around rugs, but also money, obviously. But also.
I think that even if somebody didn't harm them, they're still withholding anything that they know in fear that each one will go back to jail again. And at the end of the day, go serve your time, go do your judicial process, bring them home.
Oh my god! Listen, I've been watching this shit for play out for us. Oh my god! So plot twist: Paige ain't a reliable source no more. Wow.
Can you repeat what you just said? I missed it most.
Sorry.
Why?
I said, I believe that no matter what the situation is, every single one of them is withholding information and withholding truth because they're scared of something, scared of going to jail again,
I agree with
scared
you
of
100%.
nobody's telling the truth, and everybody's working on pinning on the other, and
Yep.
it's leading to where is she? What happened to her? One small thing, even if you, like what I was trying to get Courtney to remember, even if it's a smell coming off of a car like a radiator broken or something, that can be something.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. I've been saying that since day one. Everyone's up here throwing everyone else under the bus. This one did it. I know this one did it. This one hated her. They're all sleeping. Everybody's sleeping with Rich, which is disgusting. I don't know
So,
how
in
they
my
can all
opinion,
share
my
Rich.
personal opinion, call me communist. They're all guilty.
I agree.
Yeah, I never liked Paige. I said
Me
Where's
neither.
Lexi at? Because Paige and Lexi didn't know each other, and the mom didn't like her. Paige always rubbed me wrong.
And everyone keeps
Yeah, but
And this
claiming.
this one down here is starting to rub me fucking wrong too, so I might hop out of the box.
who, me? Oh, cool.
I don't know. I don't care.
I have a question. So what did I got off the live? Hold on, baby. No. Last night, what happened at the very end? Because I feel like everyone was fighting. Is that true?
You mean how? You mean
Point the
how
finger
Courtney
at
was?
everybody.
You mean how Courtney was arguing with? I think his name's Chef Talks. As far as I know about Paige is that she's been a longtime friend of Richie's. It is news to me that she's so close to Becca.
Crime with Nicole said that the cops told her the other night that Becker and Paige haven't been friends.
Yeah, because they're street cousins. That's why. She's known him his whole life. Because what I think is happening is he knows her whole life because the mother's into rugs. So that's why Rich goes and visits. Now maybe not anymore because the mom, you know, isn't doing that apparently.
Because
But
she
that's
has
my
to be
opinion.
dropped.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm telling people the reason why I dropped her is because she wanted out of the box.
Oh, maybe it was a mistake. Sometimes, or if you go out into something and then you come back, you get dropped by accident. I just think that I feel like instead of just everyone talking, and if you live in that area, actually search because or just live your own life, be careful, protect yourself, and I don't know why people keep going to Rich, keep going to whoever all these. I feel like it's a whole ringleader, Courtney, Rich, all these people. I feel like it's a triangle of an affair and rugs, and everybody wants everything, and so that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. And sleeping with everybody's cousin and brother, sister, everybody. It's just weird. You know what I mean?
I didn't willingly participate in that, Sophie, so let's correct that statement.
Maybe not you, but pretty much everybody else. Paige has done this, that. I mean, a lot of people. Sorry, that baby, and they're all like related in a way. And that gets messy as well. And then we're all trying to find Becca, but everybody's on social media talking about it and not really doing much. And then they're all going back to Courtney and Rich, and they're all just talking within each other. Which, if you're gonna do something, why do you guys keep going back? Not you. Why does everybody keep going back? To them? I just don't get it.
Me neither.
Like I said,
Truth, was Rich and
is
Paige
added.
involved
Okay,
romantically before?
you both are talking at the same time. Can you do one at a time so I can hear?
Sorry, I didn't even hear her talking. I'm sorry.
It
Go
is
ahead.
because Rich is a addict, and that whole family is, besides the ex girlfriend.
Go ahead, Crystal.
When
He
the
wouldn't,
people was like jealousy.
but jealousy can come from just somebody being interested in somebody else
Yeah,
as well.
you're right.
It's weird some of the people coming out of the woodwork that shouldn't even be part of it. And it seems like they're all entangled in a way that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, like none of this makes sense to me. It's just I don't know. I don't even know what to think
Just
about it.
like,
Not towards you, but
no, you're okay. I'm going to repeat today what I've been repeating every single day that nobody seems to understand. Detectives, police, all of them, none of them are talking to anyone except for Becca's adopted mother. Nobody knows anything. No TikTokers, no nothing. They only are giving info to her. Anybody else is just being questioned. That doesn't mean they have information. I let Courtney's statement send me into grammatical tears last night, even though I knew that we weren't going to get info from them. But it could be that they questioned her, so she assumed it.
right. So
Luna, I have been searching. Unfortunately, Saturday morning, life moves on, and I still had to go to work. They only gave me 10 days off.
and then she wasn't.
Repeatedly.
Oh, she had. Okay, that's what I figured. I said if she was the last one to see her alive, I cannot see the cops not speaking with her. But people kept saying she wasn't.
I'm not sure who you're referring to, Courtney or Richard. We don't all know who all was questioned, actually, and they're not going to release it to us because that's not our business, and it doesn't help the case if cops go around, hey, this happened. Hey, did you know this? All that's going to do is harm it. And
told them that they were going to search her car, and I'm like, the cops wouldn't divulge that information because now 1,000 people are going to call that person with the car and tell them hide whatever's in the car. The cops are on their way. That don't make sense to me.
Was I questioned? Yes, I was questioned because of that text message being shown as if it happened recently when it didn't. And that's our.
I just hope they find this little girl. It's sad.
It's more than sad.
I feel like she was failed her whole life by everybody.
In all actuality, all of us on both sides of the family that are part of that generation, we're all failed.
Yeah,
And this just went to the extreme part of it.
Yeah,
And this just went to the extreme part of it.
Are you related to her too?
Chrissy, no, he's not around my children. He is not allowed around my children. My children are mostly adults. My children are mostly adults as well, and all over the country doing great things. Except for my youngest.
Truth, were you related to Becker as well, or just Rich?
I'm related to Becca through the adopted family, and I'm not getting any info from that.
No, I don't want any information. I just didn't know if you said the whole family, so that's why I asked.
You are related to Becca.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Rich.
And Rich. We're related to Rich by blood.
So you really know the whole family.
I really do.
Oh, gotcha. So can I ask you, why did you leave on Saturday right after she was missing and rush, eat with the family, and rush up to Florida right away for work?
I didn't rush right away. I went there Tuesday. I went to Michigan. I stayed up there. Stayed through the whole weekend. I came back this past Saturday. I had to come back here because I worked Monday morning. It's a 31-hour drive back home. Again, they only gave me 10 days off.
So you drove, not flew?
Yes.
And do you have any kids?
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
That's none of your business. My kids are not going to be part of this.
Can we please keep the kids out of this? This has nothing to do with the kids.
Want to talk to me again? They can.
What's up, Michelle?
I just want to say a lot of us have been up for days here and so invested in finding this young woman and this baby, and there's so many conflicting stories and so disgusting things happening within this nasty, disgusting circle of home. That's it. And
Heather Marie, there are two Riches, and it's not a rumor mill. Um, Uncle Rich is Rich's father. He is my Rich's father. He is my uncle. Little Rich, who is the father of Becca's unborn child, hopefully unborn still. Um, he is my cousin because of his father.
That doesn't not have to do with her intimate with anything.
No, thank you. I'm not intimate with anyone.
So just asking questions. I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I'm asking questions because I'm interested in this case. That's all.
No, you're fine. I'll answer what I'm willing to answer and what I can. I told all of them from the get-go, in my opinion, they're all liars. Nobody's giving a straight answer, and somebody's withholding something. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, they're all guilty.
my question is to this city, if you live in this city, how many of you are going out today to search for this woman?
I will be leaving here at like 10:15 to go meet up at the Mars parking lot.
And I went to all of the searches while I was there.
Truth,
Yes.
someone in the comments asked if you're related to the adopted parents and Rich, so is Rich directly related to the adopted parents as well?
No, because just like everyone else, I have a mom's side of the family, I have a dad's side of the family.
Okay, I was only asking for someone in the comments.
So what have you done to actually help with the case? Since you're, searching and doing stuff, what have you done
There's some things I
physically
gotta
that
keep
you've
out
done?
of here. Physically, I went out and searched 21 and a half mile road. I went and I drove around the area and through the woods for 30 and a half road. I've been out the day off. I'm still not sure why we went to day off, but we went to day off. Nothing was found, of course. I've been all over other woods where people have hung out. I went and searched in an area in Everett, that thinking of anything I could. Things that I remember that we've all hung out together before. And I've went and searched those areas because maybe she's hiding out somewhere where she had a happy memory or something that she is hiding out. And my offer to her is, if she's listening by any chance, is still the same. You know that I separated myself from everything because it is disgusting what the families have done. If you want out, reach out. We'll go to the police, show them you're alive, and then come start your life over. Becky Lynn, nobody will know the answer to that. I'm sorry, but they're not going to release that information to us. The bonfire, the last bonfire we had was in a kitchen like this. That's all you can do.
And my thing is this, I have two daughters. My daughters are almost 25 and 26. I promise you, I don't care if I had one leg or not. I would be out there on crutches, 10 toes down, searching from sunlight to sundown every day, every night. I wouldn't give a damn what I had to do. I wouldn't sleep. I would be out there 10 toes down, searching for my child. I also have two grandchildren. My grandchildren are my life. My grandchildren, my children are my life, my world, my heart, my soul. You bet your ass my ass would be out there on crutches on somebody's back. I don't care if somebody had to carry me through the woods, the brush, the swamp. You bet your ass I would be out there looking.
Correct. That part doesn't make sense whatsoever. And unfortunately, just not the case.
Angie, we're not accusing people.
Do we know who Amber is?
I know who Amber is.
Who's that?
She's a longtime friend of the family who used to stay at one of my aunt's house when she was younger.
Is that all we know about her? Is she still in that same town, or what is? I mean,
She's still there. She's dating a nice guy named Michael. She's a good mom.
Years? No, she was not. She left a Saturday morning to go back home to go to work. She was not with Rich.
a lot it's getting brought up that it's weird that she left. Right
I mean,
after this is a close friend of hers and family members when you can take bereavement days from work, and then she went right up to go to Florida, which is a long drive. That was higher in authority than just being there with all family. That's just I'm trying to read the comment, so that's kind of what people are thinking.
well, I can understand where they think that's funny, but when you grow up knowing this family failed you all the way around and knowing what that feels like, you have the ability to stay kosher and neutral with everyone, and you can help figure things out.
So were you actually friends with Becca? Because people are saying that Paige wasn't truly friends with Becca. So I don't. I mean, it's hard
Yeah,
to.
I'll answer that again. Bio moms. Um, Paige is a different story. Paige has been around for a long time, but never knew her as Becca's friend. We knew her as being very close to Richie. So her being close to Becca is kind of new. But it could just be new to me. Donald, I'm going to mute you for 5 minutes for the spam messages.
This is my life. If you don't like the fact that I'm not talking and I'm allowing other people to talk, then get the hell out of my life. Thank you.
I wasn't trying to be mean. You were echoing. The noise was only coming from your box. I wasn't trying to say that you couldn't talk or anything like that. It was just making it break up. So when other people were talking, you couldn't hear what they were saying. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh, you're okay. I realized it and I mute when I'm not talking from here on out because I know how frustrating that can be. And it's probably echoing because I'm sitting outside.
Right. No, I know. That's why I was like, I seen that you get upset or think that I was trying to be rude. So now that everybody mutes when they're done talking, now there's no background noise.
Okay, so I have a
Oh,
question.
go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. So I have a question, Truth Mouse. So if you say you were such good friends with Rebecca, so and you're related to her, when's the last time you talked? Well, you say you live in Florida now, so you obviously haven't physically seen her recently. When's the last time you actually spoke to her?
The last time that I physically was person to person with her was end of July.
You said October, I'm sorry.
Yes,
All right. I did have a question that I asked a couple times and I may have missed the answer, but who is Cassandra?
I don't know.
Who Cassandra is?
I do not know.
Well, I do, and I'll tell you guys who Cassandra is. Cassandra is Kimberly. And the reason that I know that is because last night during the live when Courtney dropped the news that was devastating to everybody, believe me, I cried too. Okay. She said when the person that was there started crying, who we know as Kimberly, she said, "Come here, Cass. Cass, come here." And I was like, wait a minute, who the fuck is Cass? Okay. So sorry, I did some digging because she called her Cass.
Her mom calls her Cass for some odd reason. But her real name is Kimberly.
Well, she has a Facebook with Cassandra Porter. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird that Kimberly would make up a whole Facebook with a name that her mom just called. It's just weird. Everybody has a different name or a name change. I mean, that doesn't seem weird.
Okay, the only reason why I didn't understand the question to for Allie is because sometimes I don't know who is who. There's a lot of people that come in and come out. So again,
I think they have different names because they're rug dealers and they're not going to give them their real names. That's just my opinion.
No, I totally get it. It could be a nickname. I just thought it was weird that like she made a whole Facebook with this last name and or first name and last name and or first name and last name. And not only that, when I found one of Courtney's old made up Facebooks or whatever, new Facebook, in her description, her kids, and that's where I seen that name. And she's got a bunch of kids listed with different names. And I said, who are these people? But let's be realistic here, people. Kimberly Courtney or Kimberly Cassandra, or I mean, Jesus criminy, there's so many names. Yeah,
I
Kimberly
know.
Cassandra. That would be a very weird name. So I don't think that it's a middle name. I was just asking. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not here to do any of that. I seriously want to know where this girl is with this baby, if the baby's born, if they're okay. I am advocating for that.
And yes, I did tell Trust to shut down the live. People were coming at him in a messed up way, and he has done nothing but try to help from what I've seen. And lines got crossed, and I would do it to him again. And as everybody saw, he went right back online, not doing so well. I did say it. I said end the live. If
I
she
do believe that Trust got himself into a situation that is very scary. And I am 100% backing you on that, Mouse. Sorry.
I mean, it is for a true fact. Yes, I got myself into a situation, only because I do know the family, and I'm gonna be quite honest here. I don't know Rich that well. The only time that I have known Rich was the last time that I've seen him when me and Kimberly dropped her her and Rich off at the hospital.
And correct. And I wasn't the only one saying it. Him hosting that and letting it continue could implicate him for crime.
Right. Trust, I really want you to only say things that you know 100,000,000% to be factual and real. Don't try to co-sign or anything for anybody else. Anything that you say needs to be factual and real.
Truth Mouth, you wouldn't do anything for money if somebody asked you to do something? Like, what are the family members, want to decide with you and things like that?
No, and I wouldn't need to.
I actually kind of want to laugh about that because do we really honestly think that there's money out there? That these people can just pay people off? I don't think so. Not trying to be mean towards anybody's family members if they're on here, but let's just be realistic here. There is no money. If we're talking about the check, you guys, that's been backpedaled that's been backpedaled 17 different ways. There is no check. There is no money. Period. None. She already admitted that multiple times.
And I have told everybody that unfortunately it's a situation where nobody had the means. They all come from poverty.
Exactly. That's why I said
Because for one, I do know the family. And I'm not going beyond for them.
again, not trying to argue trust, but you were in the beginning. I just want to involved in something like this or could be involved in something worse, and I get it. So you want to stand up for them. I think anybody and a lot of people do this in the world. Okay. I get it. But in the beginning, you absolutely 100% were co-signing. So just know that I think you realize now that you shouldn't do that. And I think you need to stay on the path that you're on.
Well, that's why I'm trying to I do know them from when I dated Kimberly, but now knowing that how crazy this family might be, do I believe that uh the mom or Brad or Rich or any of that family has been innocent? No, I think that they're pretty much guilty. Do I want to believe that Kimberly, because she would not harm her own sister? Those two are close.
So I'm going to answer a couple of those questions. Now, this is completely speculative, but my opinion is something went down with that crew.
The biggest amount of truth that I've ever heard any person from this situation say. I commend you for that. I'm going to tell you that I thought that myself, and I stand by you with that thought.
I am not part of that crew. I can understand why people are accusing me of, but I can pull a few girls from the family if they're willing to speak to show you what I actually do for other members of the family, and I help them get away. I wish Becca would have reached out. And I have called the law, and I have turned things in through email and everything else. I'm sorry you feel that, Mama Jones. I can understand your feelings. Understand your feelings.
Again, people in the comments, I'm not here to speculate whether he knows what happened. Like I said, he needs to only say what he knows is factual. I'm not here to make anybody say anything. I'm not here to accuse anybody. I'm here to give my opinion, and I'm here to support the search for this girl and her baby. Okay, whether it is going to be a search and find or a search and recovery. I hate to say that. I apologize for that, but the facts are the facts. Something is wrong, and that's why everybody is here trying to lay out a timeline, a scenario, a situation, anything that could have happened. Okay, that's how that works. It's kind of like the same thing that well, LEOs do. So
Alright, I am gonna mention one thing and one thing only. If I really wanted to talk to Courtney and get the truth out of her, she is a known for a, what do you want to call it? A liar who doesn't know how to tell the truth.
we established that a million times. It's a way to place blame on whoever is to blame, Angie. It is what it is. If you are to blame, then let it be known that everybody's just speculating at this point. Everything is just speculation. That's what happens when nobody knows the truth. People speculate. That's life. And
I
everything that
wasn't backing
happens.
up anybody.
No. There's somebody in the comments. Trust. There's somebody in the
No,
comments,
no,
my
I
friend.
know. I'm not backing up
Oh.
anybody. I'm trying to get myself out of the fucking situation, and I don't really
Yeah,
care.
see, that's what I was trying to say, Trust, because they remember from before, so maybe they didn't hear you say what you said today. So that's why I said, because before you were, now you're not. Now you've realized that it was not good. So,
Exactly.
all right. So, you're out. Who cares what happened? We need to know who was the last person that seen her, where did she go, what happened, what is the situation. I'm not. There's a lot of things that I don't understand. There's just a
Larry,
lot.
Larry, I'm gonna say this: want anything to do with the family? I think that yes, I dated Kimberly. Yes, you know what? Even though yes, she's on a league with me. Whoop de doo.
But we still don't know it as fact. Richie said that Becca left the house after someone pulled in the driveway and Courtney sent her an audio message to her phone that said, "I'm here, come on out." Courtney said, "I'm not
Does
complaining."
that coincide with this? Is that the same day that Amber dropped her off after she was helping Amber move?
This is where even Trust gave me a chance to ask him questions. Is it all seems to bleed Sunday to Monday, and sent a picture, which she already admitted on here, that of a fake check to Becca to tell her she was coming to get her and to do so. And then nobody knows what happened after that. And Biz, go ahead and turn that into Wexford County. Go ahead and turn it in. They are more than welcome to search my home. Wexford County, go ahead and turn it in. They are more than welcome to search my home, my place of work, and my vehicles. They can search. That's okay. But they'll be wasting resources.
Yeah, Becca was helping her move, and they went together to drop off the truck that they were using. She got out. She was screaming, "I'm in labor! I'm in labor!" She called Courtney. Courtney told that Amber to not let her get into another vehicle, which she was getting into a vehicle with Courtney and Kimberly.
Trust, this is where you can answer that stuff if you would like.
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
The day that they went to the hospital.
I'll repeat it. Okay. So Amber put on the news that the and I don't remember what day, but Rebecca was helping her move. Okay. And when they were done, they brought a truck back that they borrowed to do this, wherever that is. The way it made it seem was is that it was back where Rebecca was staying at. Courtney and that Amber said that that Courtney came and picked her up in a van, her and Kimberly, and they left, and that was the last time she seen her. But that would also go kind of hand in hand with what Courtney said about getting her to the hospital, but then having to call Brad to have her bring the wheelchair because the hospital's wheelchairs and a pillow wasn't good enough because she had to have her wheelchair because it had a cushion.
So there was no white van. I do know that when she was over at Amber's, she was helping Amber move. And then Courtney did tell Amber to not let her get into another vehicle.
Okay, but why would she tell her to not get into another vehicle when see none of that makes any sense. What was the reasoning of saying tell her to not get into another vehicle when supposedly Rebecca called Courtney to come get her? So why would there be a fear of her getting into another vehicle?
Because her mom has trust issues with other people. Okay, let me back this up. When she was over at Amber's, she was helping move. And then Courtney told her not to get into another vehicle, that she was on her way. And then I know for a fact that Amber told Courtney that she was going to take Courtney to the hospital. There was no time to wait.
But why didn't Amber just take her to the hospital in the truck that was there? Why did they have to wait for somebody to drive, which obviously we're talking rural area. So, and Courtney already said that she lives, 20, 25 minutes away from Rich, and not just take the truck that was there. That's what seems very suspicious.
That is a very good question for Courtney to ask, but what I do know is that they're supposed to be staying off live. So
Well, I already have Courtney's answer. Her answer is because that's just what we do. But you know what I'm saying. But that's just not an answer. That's not just what we do. That doesn't make any sense.
They're asking about the search today. Can you can you confirm where the search is going to start? Where it's going to be at? What time?
so the search is going to be held at 10:30. Everybody is meeting up at the Myers parking lot. They're going to go over to 21 and a half road, and then they are going to have the police officers out there with them with the canines. And I want to say that they will be searching the 30. If I do see anybody out there that I do recognize from this live, make sure that you're wearing orange. Make sure that you bring a snack, bring water, wear something decent for the weather.
Okay, because I haven't lived there in a lot of years. How close is that search to Courtney's house?